Yo, what is going on, guys? Lottery Socks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. This is the last time I'm doing a take on this video because I've done about 10 takes and there's just stuff going on and it's just not working out, to say the least. We have a lot of DD to go over. Just stay till the end of the video so I can cover it all. And finally, at the end, I'm going to show you a couple clips from the hashtag OccupySEC rally. All I ask in return for doing these videos for you guys is just hit the like button. It helps me out, and hit the subscribe button. Get me to 10K. Let's get into the video. Alright guys, so you know what we've been tracking with AMC. The first thing I wanted to touch on is the bars pattern back in January for the little cycle before the main rip to finding a peak. First, the buy button was taken away, and then second, a ton of fails to deliver stacked up, and they've been naked shorting the stock ever since. The first one took 9 days to complete, the second one took 19 days, and the third one leads me to think that it could be extended out a little bit further. I know everybody's expecting a rip, and has been expecting a rip over the past week, just based off of how the cycle looks, and honestly, I have too, and I still do. However, this leads me to think that the cycle AMC is playing out can track all the way out to February 6th, if need be, and the only way it invalidates is a break under $3.80, which would be the lows of the stock. We have the pink bars pattern from January, the white from June, and where we are at now in yellow. You can see that they all play out very similarly, and this is most likely where we are at on the chart. The algorithms were ready to push this thing to the upside. We saw it time and time again, the order books being wiped out, and market makers are pressing the stock down with short exempts, etc. Now, GameStop's playing out literally identical to what happened back in January. With that being said, I expect a retracement down to about $19 before getting that initial pop all the way up, breaking $23.50. So that is what I'm expecting on GameStop. And as for the S&P 500, it has literally been ripping over the past 3 to 5 days. It ran all the way up to 407 today, got smacked back down to this resistance, which is now support at 404, and it is currently sitting at 406. The SPY could continue to rally, and a lot of people think it will. However, I'm going against the grain, saying it still needs to find a low going forward. But this isn't something you bet a bottom on, because overall it's just a long-term investment and should be a long-term investment, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Am I dollar cost averaging? Absolutely not. I'm a degen and I'm waiting for a bottom. I did sell, but again, I'm a degen. Touching on some Ortex numbers for AMC, 22.87% short interest of free float. Utilization still maxed out at 100%, and the cost to borrow came back up from that 44% level all the way up to 286 for the average, which is something very good to see. 304% cost to borrow max. As for APE, 6.68% short interest. Utilization actually creeping up at 92%, and the cost to borrow sitting around 7.43%. According to Stock Tracker, 0 shares available to borrow on AMC at a most recent fee of 103%, 12,000 calls compared to 31,000 puts expiring in the money. We are losing on the options chain, and the short percentage has been creeping up very high over the past 3 days. 62%, 68%, 61%. You can tell that they do not want this stock to rise. Not only that, but do you remember when meme stocks like GameStop, AMC pose risks to financial stability, says the Fed? This article came out November 8th of 2021. And finally, now you're seeing the order book being wiped. And yeah, this was today. This isn't the same screenshot that you saw when the NYSE halts happened. They're doing it again. This shows me that the algorithms are ready to push the stock. Higher up entities are not letting it happen. They're pressing sell orders through and removing the buy orders, sell orders all the way up to 100,000 shares per order, which is absolutely nuts, keeping the stock down. Now, according to Stock Tracker for GameStop, 400,000 shares available to borrow with 4,000 calls expiring in the money compared to 13,000 puts. And again, the short percentage is still in that 60% zone, with the fee kind of low for GameStop, 20.1%. The volume isn't really there for GameStop. According to Stock Tracker for Bed Bath & Beyond, there's 0 shares available to borrow with 13,000 calls expiring in the money at a most recent fee of 182% compared to the 51,000 puts expiring in the money, and the short exempt stacked up again. In my opinion, retail tried to buy that dip on the news, and market makers said, yo, that's not going to happen. We just shorted this thing to oblivion and we need to make some profits, so we're going to keep this stock down, take our profits, and then, maybe let retail have a little bit of fun. Following that up, AMC just hired an F&B product development manager, and what they'll be doing is help lay the groundwork for an exciting new merchandise initiative at AMC theaters and manage AMC's on-site gaming and arcade initiatives. Now, you might think this could be a merger with GameStop, or you might think, well, AMC already has arcades in it, It probably isn't a merger, but Dave Murphy Murphy thinks otherwise. He goes, could be a merger, but the word initiative relates to an introduction, and AMC already has arcades in a few theaters, so this could actually be a merger with GameStop. What do you guys think down below? Do you think this is a merger with GameStop? Moving on, the head of FINRA, after 3 years, is retiring. FINRA announces departure of enforcement head Jessica Hopper. Can she not handle what is about to come? Is something about to come that is major and is going to expose FINRA fraud? You guys let me know in the comments. Also, US December core PCE price index rises 4.4% year over year, estimated at 4.4%, which is probably why you saw a little bit of pop in the overall market. However, following that up from 407 down to 404, Trump tweeted out something about war, which is probably what spooked the market a little bit. Moving on, US existing home sales dropped 17.8% in 2022, the most since the crash of 2008. And another ticker to keep on your radar is ticker symbol MULN, as an expert says a short squeeze is highly probable. However, they need to have a catalyst over the next couple of weeks before that momentum dies down. What do you guys think? Are you in Mullen, and are you in it for a short squeeze play? We know that they just diluted the stock even more. However, Mullen has been on our radar for quite a bit. Now guys, here's a couple clips from the hashtag OccupySEC rally. Hopefully you found value out of the video or enjoyed watching the video, and shout out to you guys for making it to that rally and sharing your voices. Also guys, join the Discord down below using my link in the description or in the comments, and also get your free stocks by downloading Moomoo, signing up, and depositing any amount. It's literally free money, and make sure to go do that. Let's roll the clips.
That's cover IVF, so I have to pay for it out of my own pocket. That's $45,000. I look into the stock market to help raise those funds. I put that money in there, and then because of the MMTLP hole, my money is trapped, and I could not have my baby. This is for the future of my family in America. And when they take our money, and we can't put it towards growing our own families, all we want them to do is do their job. We demand justice for retail. Justice for retail. Justice for retail. Justice for retail. Justice for